I started getting one-on-one coaching with Grant Cardone. And if you're curious, it's $30,000 an hour. The first thing is that the overarching questions that I've gotten from people are, why would you pay that much? It's so so expensive, etc. Right? And so one of the things that I've learned over time is that, like, when you, in the beginning, right, you really just need to acquire skills. And skills you can learn from courses, you can learn from books, you can learn from seminars, you can learn from workshops. But the best way to do it is to, in my opinion, pay someone more than you normally would who has the skill to teach you one-on-one. I have gotten almost every skill that I've acquired, I've spent money to acquire at a faster rate than learning on my own. So I just can't even tell you the amount of money that I've spent on coaching and information. And it's because information is the only thing that allows you to buy time back. Right? Like if instead of me taking 5 years to learn a skill, I can learn it in 5 weeks. So I'm going to have this huge advantage for 4.5+ years where the other person wouldn't. And if you start doing that again and again, you start stacking those advantages, and then you get such disproportionate returns on the rest of your time that you more than make it back. And I can't even tell you the best ROI I've gotten on anything of any investment is investing in skills, right? The next piece is going to be the beliefs, right? And these are some of the hardest ones to recognize, because it's hard to recognize the things in yourself because you already believe them, right? So one of my favorite quotes, it's in both of the books that I've written, is that we question all of our beliefs except for those that we truly believe, and those we never think to question. And that's been one of the biggest blocks for me, because it's so hard. You can't look at yourself and know what you believe that is incorrect because you believe it already, right? Especially if you truly believe it. And so having someone from the outside who's significantly above you, or further along in their career help is invaluable, right? And so you can buy information from people who are doing the same as you or even less than you. I will buy information or get information from anyone. I care about the quality of the information, not as much as the source. I paid someone recently for coaching around a specific skill, and I'm pretty sure I make a lot more money than that person. But the thing is like, it doesn't matter, right? Like if they have something that I do not have, I will pay to acquire it. And so I made a post yesterday on Instagram about this, and I just want to share it with you, which is one of the best beliefs that I've been able to take with me is that if there's any human being on this planet that makes any more money than me, it means they're better at something than I am. Fundamentally, like they are better at the game in some way than I am. And so rather than be envious and cast stones and say how they didn't do it a legit way or whatever, right? Whatever your ego says because you feel bad about how you're not as good as them, and then you try and justify why you're not as good because it makes you feel bad because you're insecure. Instead of doing all that, just identifying the facts. This person makes more than me. There's a game that rewards value. There is some way that they're providing more value to the marketplace than I am. What is it? And so what it does is it turns envy into intrigue. And so I start looking at them and start peeling back the layers and thinking, there's something here that this person has that I do not have. Is it that they're in a better monetization structure? Is it that they have a better opportunity vehicle? Are they in a better market than me? Are they, which absolutely is an advantage, right? They had the decision wherewithal to pick a better market than I did to go after, right? And so that's a decision, right? They did something better than me. Or is it that they're better at acquisition? Are they better at marketing? Are they better at branding? Are they better at sales? Are they, like there's so many different things, are they better at sticking, like keeping clients on the back end? Like what is the thing that they are superior to me at? And so I would challenge you that if you see anyone who does any bit better than you, identify what it is, the skill that they have that you do not have. You don't get better being envious, and you don't get better not learning. Like fundamentally, like if someone makes less than me and they're better at something than I am, I will pay them to learn it, right? Like I don't get any better by saying, well, they make less than me, so I'm not going to pay them. Like,